Hey, what's going on everyone? This is my old PC that I made back in 2013. And basically the idea with this is that I couldn't find a Windows laptop that can play games, and I needed it so that I can work out of town. It's a mini ITX build. I believe this was an i5 of some sort. I can't remember what the actual processor is. I also had a 760 GTX card in it, and it all fit in this case. Of course, the power supply for this is a little guy right here, 450 watt SFX form power supply. And that actually helped me along my way without having a laptop with me. I was able to bring a portable monitor as well that's powered via micro USB. And that's how I was able to game. But nowadays, without any of this, apparently you can buy a Steam machine for $1,500 Canadian. Pretty expensive, huh? And it's smaller than my so-called DIY box. Mini ITX build, Steam machine. What would you rather have? Darkness taking over. Now, I don't know about you guys, but $1,500 for a 500 gigs storage with 16 gigs of memory, that's pretty expensive for me. And the benchmarks that I've seen with Linus Tech Tips and other YouTubers out there, it's not really that good. But what if we can build one that's only $300? I'm gonna try anyway. Now, if you ask me, let's say, hey, maybe we do a mini ITX build again, right? We buy new parts and we slap it onto the Steam machine. As you can see, it's already bigger, so that's not gonna happen, right? The problem with that is mini ITX builds are fairly expensive because the motherboard costs more, basically double the price or maybe triple the price of a ATX build, for example. And since we can't make it as big as the Steam machine anyway, there's no point of us rebuilding a mini ITX build. Spending $300 on a mini ITX motherboard is not really worth it. So today we're gonna look at something different, and this is, again, we're trying to keep this under budget, around $300, right? Today we're gonna build a M-ATX build, which is kind of like the middle ground between the ATX and the mini ITX build is the M-ATX. We're gonna be happy with this, I think. This case, open case thing for this M-ATX build is 3D printed. So this is basically around, what, $10 worth of filament right here. It did take 12 hours to print, just so you know. But you can probably buy a case that I've seen online around $50, $60. Now, the great thing about that is it's actually almost as big of as our GPU. Our GPU for today is the Radeon 6650 XT. As you all know, SteamOS really works better with Radeon graphics card. So that's why we're using Radeon graphics card here. Now, this graphics card I've had for a while. I did also get it from Facebook Marketplace for around $300. So you can call that a write-off, or maybe if you're looking for it, maybe you can find one at $200. Also, I'll put all the pricing on the side here so that you guys can see. Also, everything will be linked down in the description below if you want to check out any of this. Now, of course, if we want to make it kind of the same specs as the Steam machine, we have 16 gigs of RAM right here, two 8 gig sticks. DDR4, by the way. Our processor is the Ryzen 5 5500, which is an AM4 socket. I think the AM4 socket is still pretty good. It is a little bit older, but I think it's still pretty good. Same with DDR4 if you want to save a little bit, because DDR5 sticks are fairly expensive. So DDR4 sticks are the way to go as of still right now if you want to be under budget. We have the 650 watts right here, just a normal ATX PSU. And that's really it. We just put it all together and see how it looks once it's all put together. Let's go. Now this was tough. I couldn't get it to the $300 mark that I said earlier. I basically got it up to $500, and if you see the graphics card here, it's actually an RX 5700 XT rather than the 6650 XT that we used in this video. Not to mention that all the parts that I used here are second hand, but if you got them brand new, it would cost around $650. Now, if I counted only the pieces that I bought for this video, but if I didn't count the 1 terabyte NVMe or the graphics card, I would actually get it on close to my budget earlier of $300 Canadian. Now, enough chatting. I know you guys came here for the performance. Does this bigger slash cheaper version of the Steam machine, well, how does it compare when you're gaming? Let's go. Full disclaimer, we did use Bazzite so that we can install SteamOS in this machine, so it will boot up just like the Steam machine. Right now, we're just starting the game. 51 degrees for 48 some degrees for the GPU, 65 degrees for the CPU. Again, we're just using the stock fan for the CPU here. VRAM 5 gigs. Okay, we have 8, so that's not bad. RAM, it's using 7.7, not bad. Oh, there it is. Game scope, we have like about 100 FPS here. Pretty good. Kind of going down to 70 frames per second there. Oops, where am I going right there? So yeah, it's peaking about 100 frames per second there, and then sometimes 70, sometimes 90. Most of the time, it's hovering around 90 plus, so that's not bad at all. Like during this running times, it goes down to 58 frames per second there. Okay, still usable. So you guys got an idea there. Not bad. About hovering around 60 frames per second on Cyberpunk 1080p gaming. Not bad, right? It's basically stuck at 60 frames per second, so that's not bad. Yeah, it's basically stabling at 60 frames per second there. Hold to aim, disable, nice. Okay, let's go. What's this good doing? Yeah, stabilizing at 60 frames per second here as well. Not bad at all. Jeez. This guy is also 60 frames per second. Well over, right? Pretty good. Anyways, I don't really like this game, so I just gonna move on. I just wanted to show you guys that it does work, and you know, we're getting the right FPS there, but I'm gonna show you the nicest one. I think my best favorite game here, which is Path of Exile 2. Show you guys the gameplay, even on the online part of it, so you guys can see the frames per second. This will really push the graphics card and everything else here, you know. Do a little traverse here. We went down to lower frames per second now. What's that? It went down to like 4. Oh no. You see what I mean? Like, this is really gonna push it. Especially this crazy maps here. But I also have multiple monsters here. Therefore, it's just really gonna push our system here really well. There it is. Let's go this way. This way. Yeah. Boom. Let's see. I think it's this one that we want. Nice. Yeah, we're at 45, 30. We're just playing around with the frames per second here. And it's quite a bit. What is that? Oh, it is. It's working. Boom. Big boss. Oh, almost died. Well, that's nice. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, we're gonna keep going here. So far, I haven't felt any lag whatsoever, which is really good. When I was playing this with my ROG Ally X, usually lags during rituals, but nothing with this system. Really good. Really can't complain. Boom. There it is. There's a few stuff here. What do you guys think should we get here? Let's see. I mean, this is I like this, but this guy's not bad. It's just annoying because he like moves and stuff, but see, he's not bad. Oh, got hit there. Nice. Tier 8, that's not bad. Wait, what's that? Oh, nice, okay. Actually did finish the map. But yeah, as you could see, guys, no struggles whatsoever, even on higher monster areas here. Let's do this guy. So what do you guys think? I think this is a pretty good system, especially you're saving a lot of money. Doing this, build your own system. Bazzite is free, totally free, so you can install SteamOS on that as well. Or you get one of these guys from GEEKOM. This is the A7 Max, and basically it's only $700 Canadian. And you can install Bazzite on there, SteamOS straight, so that it will boot right onto the SteamOS, and you can play your games. Cheaper, and also you can play most games as well. I did a review on that and I'll link that down below as well, so go ahead and check it out. If you don't want to spend the $1,500 Steam machine, you could just buy one of these guys, or there are more powerful ones at around $1,000 with dedicated graphics. This only has a 780M, which is pretty good for most games that I play. But if you want a more powerful one, then you can look for a different one that's around $1,000, which is still cheaper, and you'll keep that small form factor. If you have any questions at all, I'll see you in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.